In today's video, we're going to talk about logging. So the idea of logging is that everything that you do on the server is being recorded. Everything that's happened on the machine is being registered or recorded so that it will help you to see what is happening. If there's any problem that's occurring somewhere that you need to troubleshoot, you should be able to see all those information that is being recorded and use it to resolve some of the issue that might occur. So the main file where all those information are being logged is inside a CD, inside var log. When we come here inside the var log, we're going to see some log in Anaconda. Here is going to be the log about the hardware, everything related to the hardware of your machine. If any problem is detected at that level, all those logs will be recorded in that file. The audit log is going to be all the information about the processes, application, users, and many other things that will be registered inside the audit log. The BTMP is basically everybody who have tried to access your machine and has failed. So all the failed attempt to log on the server. Cron is going to be about time synchronization. Firewall D is going to be everything related to a firewall. KDOM here is going to be everything related to the kernel crashing, the information if the kernel is behaving poorly or something is going to be recorded in here. Last log is telling you when a user or a system user have logged for the last time. Those information are recorded here. Private is like if you have some particular log that you don't want anybody to have access to, you can save them in here. Samba is the Samba utility is a tool that we use to connect a Windows and a Linux machine together. So the log will be going here. The SSD is going to be some extra authentication tool that you need to connect on the system, like LDAP, Active Directory, or Kerberos. It's going to log in here. Tundi is going to be related to the performance of the system, and WTMP are the log mainly for all the users that have successfully logged into your machine. So the log is going to vary depend of the operating system is going to be different depend of the application that you use. It's going to be so many different log that you can need to go through to be able to fetch certain information that you need. But one of the easiest of simplest tools that you can use to filter those logs is called journal. It's a journal D, which the particular command of journalctl. So the journalctl will fetch all those logs and will give you all the information that you need about everything that has happened on your kernel. As I can do it here now. I can do a journalctl and let pipe it into a word count. And here we see that it gives us about 1,200 different logs that has been happening, which is so many. So you can now specify a particular type of log that you want by doing a journalctl-b, for example. Is going to give you the log that had happened at boot time. So at boot time, the kernel recorded this. The log here that is going to give you is going to depend related to what happened at boot. If you want a log based on a particular service, for example, we can do a journalctl-u on SSHD. Here is going to give all the information on the SSHD service or whatever had happened and everything that we need to see about it. You can check the log based on a particular time as well. If we do a journalctl-s capital S, and we can even say today. We are looking for the log that had happened today. It's going to give us those log, and we can even go as further as say that we want the log that happened at 21 let's say 21:20:00. So to press any time file, I guess I have typed something wrong. 21:20:00, or the time frame is not set right. If the today doesn't go, I believe here we do a 2023-04-04. So here is going to give us the log about today, and I want the log that have happened since 9 p.m. and 10 minutes. And this is basically what is giving us here. So you can play with those log depending on what you want. And as we know, you can use your MAN journal CTL to have more information about everything that you can do with your journal CTL command. Get yourself more familiar with it. There's so many information that is giving you. And you can also use journal CTL -help, to see some of those options that we were telling about. The -U is going to be related to the unit that you want to specify. You have a -K here for information related to the kernel. -B for information on the boot time. -F is for follow. If you want to see any log at real time, that's when you use the -F. So there's so many different options that you can use to play around depending of the information that you want particularly. All those log that is being given to us, like the the different problem that can occur, gonna come based on certain priority of urgence. So usually the first priority, they go from 0 to 7. The first one is going to be like a 0 for emergency. So the priority is 0 emergency. At this point, probably your computer doesn't even work at all. It's probably going to be stopped. It's a problem that you need to fix it right there. If not, you won't be able to do anything else. The second priority, which is 1, it stands for alert. So the alert is basically telling you like, hey, I might be working now, but you must look at this problem, make sure you take care of it. It's going to be, the one is going to be critical. It's like, this one is critical, you probably need to look into that. You're going to have a priority 3, which is going to tell you all the error that have occurred on the machine. At the 4 level, it's the warnings, all the different warning, like there's something that might happen, think about looking into that. 5 is going to be like notice, or I'm noticing something that is happening, The 6 is going to be some info. It's just going to dump you some bunch of info. And the 7 stand for the debugging. So you can use your journal CTL, and you can do -P for priority. And here, let's say we want to see the error. So give me all the error that have happened on my system so that I could see. And here it gives us like one error that occur around 8 p.m., 30 minutes, and that is related to the system smart D. Or you can do the emergency, the error for emergency, which we don't have nothing. We can do error for any warning that we could have, and it's generating us like we have any warning on our machine. So the journal CTL is a great command that you can use to see any problem that's happening on the system to help you better troubleshoot everything that could occur. The last information that I want to give in this small session that I'm recording is that JournalSQL by default doesn't log all those information permanently. So at each reboot, the log that I have gonna disappear and is gonna generate a new log for another reboot. If for any reason I want it to be permanent, so that I can keep the log of all the different reboot on the system, I need to go inside the file via into etc system, sorry, etc systemd journald.conf. As I come in this file, I go to the first line where it says storage. I uncomment that line and I change auto to persistent. You know, when I save this, if I do LL here, we see that the log here I have changed because we already started making some modification change. You know, now we have some new log that is being generated about a DNF, which I believe this one record the repository online. This one is the log about the DNF command himself, all the command that you execute regarding DNF, and these are the command that you execute regarding RPM, you know. So every time that you do most of the thing on the server is going to generate some more log. So I wanted to show you this because I already made it permanent. If I do now systemctl restart, I believe it's yes, systemd dash journal dash journal d. When I restart that service, if I do a LL again, here we see that we have a journal file that was created, and inside this file, all the log will be saved permanently and it will be persistent even if I reboot my machine. So here is going to be a big log area where you will see all the information about all the different log that will be created on our system. And for instance, if we decide to do a DNF-Y install HTTPD, for example, as soon as we install it, this application is going to generate a file here where the log for HTTPD is going to be registered. And every time that we're going to have an issue about our web server, we can go inside this file to see what are the error, what does the log is telling us, and what are the different behavior on our system. So guys, play around with this command, get familiar with it, and you know, enjoy doing your stuff.